Hello everyone, welcome to another session of Ideas. Weather across the world has been experiencing sharp change in terms of temperature and even change of season. Climate change is considered to be the reason behind this. In today's video, we are going to talk about climate change and its impact across various sectors. But before that, let's try to define climate change. Climate change is a multilateral challenge. Why multilateral? Because it has significant impact across various disciplines such as ecological, environmental, socio-political and even socio-economic. So in today's video, we are going to talk about climate change and its impact on various sectors. Let's start with natural disaster. Natural disaster is considered to be accountable for 0.1% global deaths annually. Here is a list of few catastrophic natural disasters. Ethiopian famine in 1983 to 85, Indian Ocean earthquake in 2004, Cyclone Nargis in Myanmar in 2008 and the earthquake in Haiti in 2010. One of the main important reasons for climate change is rise in greenhouse gases. When there is rise in greenhouse gases, it leads to increase in temperature and which ultimately leads to natural disaster such as floods, storms and cyclone and etc. Whenever there is natural disaster, there is massive loss of life and infrastructure, economic damages and sometimes even extinction of plant species. Coastal areas are most at risk during natural disaster. So when there is a situation of flooding, it's the coastal cities which are most impacted. So the coastal ecosystem is under a lot of threat whenever there is a natural disaster. At times, natural disaster can lead to insect-borne diseases also, such as malaria, dengue, and etc. Now, let's talk about climate change and agriculture. Agriculture is responsible for emission of 30 to 40% of greenhouse gas, which causes climate change. So, whenever during climate change, when there is a situation of excessive temperature or extreme weather, it disrupts the agriculture practices and as a result, it disrupts the availability of land and water, which are the resources needed for agriculture, and because of limited resources, there is diminished production, which adversely impact the farmers' livelihood and there can be a situation of poverty among farmers. IPC report says that the greenhouse gas concentration have reached extreme level in past few centuries. So here is some prediction or projection about climate change. So global temperature is likely to be growing or rising by 1 to 3.7 degrees by the end of the century. What will happen if that situation arises? This higher temperature will severely damage the crop development and as a result there will be a shift in the global crop production. So that's how climate change so adversely impact agriculture. Now let's talk about climate change and biodiversity. Climate change is also responsible for loss of biodiversity. As we discussed before, at times during climate change or natural disaster, many species, plant species and even animal species lead to extinction. The integrity of ecosystem is disturbed. Because of harsh weather, living organisms to survive, they at times change their location. They go to more conducive weather condition, warmer condition. And whenever there is change of location, there is a disruption between the relationship of species of a particular region. And as a result, unique biotic communities are formed. Let's talk about climate change and tourism. We all know the benefits of tourism: job creation, foreign exchange earning, promotion of globalization. Now, the climate of a destination is what makes it a popular tourist destination. पर ग्लोबल वार्मिंग की वजह से वो क्लाइमेट ही सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट हो रहा है. एज ए रिजल्ट बहुत सारे टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन जो है वो अब इतने पॉपुलर नहीं रहे. जैसे कि एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं कि समर में लोग हिल्स में जाते हैं, माउंटेन्स में जाते हैं, कूलर क्लाइमेट में जाते हैं. पर अगर उन माउंटेन एरियाज में टेम्परेचर जो है वो वार्म हो जाए बिकॉज ऑफ क्लाइमेट चेंज, देन इट विल लूज बिजनेस, इट विल नॉट अट्रैक्ट tourists. That's exactly what is happening to tourism sector because of climate change. So tourist destinations are becoming very vulnerable. They are losing business, they are losing attraction. And at times there is a situation of flooding also. Let's try to understand this through one example. Mumbai is a highly populated city. It is a coastal city, which means it is at higher risk whenever there is a flood-like situation. Mumbai is also a commercial capital of India, which means it is a very, very important city. It matters a lot for India. But because it is a coastal city, it is very, very vulnerable. Now, according to a prediction by 2050, there will be a 2-inch rise in sea level. So as a result, क्या होगा? When there is such a significant rise in sea level, it will lead to a situation where there will be frequent flood-like situation. So Mumbai, जहाँ स्पेशली लो लाइंग एरिया है, जहाँ लो इनकम कम्युनिटीज रहती हैं, माइग्रेंट्स रहते हैं या कोस्टल स्लम है, they will be severely impacted. So you see how climate change can severely impact tourism. Now let's talk about climate change and economy. Climate change can severely impact the economy of a nation. It can cause economic losses, infrastructure damage, health risks such as malaria, dengue during a natural disaster. So it makes the whole sector very volatile. It can have transportation disruption, and as a result, the resource cost will rise, and which will lead to a situation of price escalation. So in this session, we talked about climate change and its impact across various sectors. Now is the time for task. Write a report on recommending strategy to combat the effects of climate change on global economy. That is all. I will see you very soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Happy learning.